Mia wiped down the counter for the 100th time that night. Her feet ached, her back screamed for rest, and in her pocket sat a crumpled $20 bill, the only thing standing between her and complete financial ruin. Little did she know, in exactly 24 hours, her entire life would change forever. But before we begin, if you believe in the power of kindness, hit that like button right now and subscribe so you never miss these heartwarming stories. Now, let's continue. It was 11:47 p.m. on a cold Tuesday night in Denver. The fluorescent lights of Mel's Diner flickered overhead as Mia Anderson counted down the minutes until closing. At 34 years old, she'd been working double shifts for 3 months straight ever since her daughter Lily was diagnosed with leukemia. The medical bills were crushing. Even with insurance, the co-pays and treatments had drained every penny. Mia's car had been repossessed last week. She'd been walking 4 miles to work in the freezing cold, leaving Lily with her elderly neighbor, Mrs. Patterson. That $20 in her pocket, it was supposed to buy Lily's medication tomorrow morning. Without it, her daughter would miss a critical dose. The bell above the door chimed. Mia looked up, exhausted, ready to say they were closed, but the words caught in her throat. An elderly man stumbled in, shivering violently. His clothes were torn and dirty. His face was pale, almost blue from the cold. Snow clung to his thin jacket, a jacket that wouldn't keep anyone warm on a night like this. "Please," he whispered, his voice barely audible. I just need to get warm. Just a few minutes." Mia's manager, Frank, appeared from the kitchen. "We're closed, buddy. You gotta go." But Mia saw something in the old man's eyes, pure desperation, the same look she saw in her own mirror every morning. "Wait," Mia said softly. "Please, Frank, just let him sit for a few minutes. I'll make him some coffee." Frank grumbled but walked away. Mia guided the trembling man to a booth and brought him a steaming cup of coffee. He wrapped his frozen fingers around it, tears streaming down his weathered face. "Thank you," he whispered. "I haven't eaten in 2 days." Mia's heart shattered. She stood there, frozen in her own impossible moment. In her pocket, that $20 bill seemed to burn. Lily needed that medication. Missing even 1 dose could set back her treatment by weeks. The doctors had been clear about that. But this man, he looked like he might not survive the night. Now, pause for a second. What would you do in this situation? Would you give away your last $20 to a stranger when your own child needs medication? Comment below with your answer. I'm really curious to know. Mia's hands trembled as she reached into her pocket. Every logical part of her brain screamed no. She had nothing left to give. She was already drowning. But her heart said something different. "Sir," Mia said quietly, pulling out the bill, "please, take this. Get yourself some food. Find somewhere warm tonight." The old man's eyes widened in shock. "No, I can't. You've already—" "Please," Mia insisted, pressing the money into his hand, tears now streaming down her own face. "I want you to have it. If you're feeling emotional right now, you're not alone. Hit that like button and let's continue this incredible story." The old man looked at the $20 like it was $1 million. He stood up slowly, looked Mia directly in the eyes, and said something that would haunt her forever. "You just saved my life. I will never forget this kindness." Then he walked out into the snowy night. Mia collapsed into the booth and sobbed. What had she done? How would she get Lily's medication now? She'd just given away their last hope to a complete stranger. Mia barely slept. She walked to the hospital at dawn, hoping to explain to the pharmacist, hoping for some kind of payment plan, anything. As she approached the entrance, she saw a crowd gathered. News vans, cameras, something big was happening. "Excuse me," Mia tried to push through. "My daughter needs—" Mia Anderson, a woman in a suit, suddenly appeared. "Are you Mia Anderson?" "Yes, but I really need to—" "We've been looking for you everywhere." The woman led her inside to a private conference room. Sitting there were hospital administrators, lawyers, and a face on a video screen that made Mia's knees buckle. It was the old man from last night, except he wasn't an old homeless man anymore. He was wearing an expensive suit, sitting in what looked like a corporate office. "Hello again, Mia," he said gently. I don't understand. And what happens next will absolutely blow your mind. But first, if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now because these stories will restore your faith in humanity. My name is Robert Hayes. I'm the CEO of Hayes Medical Foundation. Last night, I was conducting what we call a compassion test. We go to different cities disguised as homeless people to find individuals who show true kindness even when they have nothing left to give. Mia's head was spinning. Robert continued, his eyes glistening with tears. "Mia, we did a background check this morning. We know about Lily. We know about your struggles, and what you did last night, giving me your last $20 when your own child needed medication, that's the most selfless act I've witnessed in 15 years of doing this. Sir, I really don't—" "But that's not all," Robert smiled. "We're offering you a full-time position at our foundation, helping us find and support others like you. The salary is $75,000 a year with full benefits, and we're giving you a one-time grant of $50,000 to get back on your feet." Mia collapsed into the chair, sobbing uncontrollably. 24 hours ago, Mia had given away her last $20, thinking she'd lost everything. Today, she had gained everything. As she was led to Lily's hospital room, where her daughter was already receiving the treatment she needed, Mia realized something profound. Sometimes when you give away the last thing you have, the universe gives you back everything you need. Lily looked up from her bed, her little face brightening. "Mommy, they said I get to finish all my treatments. Are we going to be okay?" Mia hugged her daughter close, tears of joy streaming down her face. "Yes, baby, we're going to be more than okay." One act of kindness, $20, a changed life forever. Never underestimate the power of giving, even when you have nothing left. If this story touched your heart, please like this video and subscribe for more inspiring stories of kindness. And here's my question for you. Have you ever helped a stranger when you were struggling yourself? Share your story in the comments below. I read every single one. Also, share this video with someone who needs to be reminded that kindness always comes back. Thank you for watching, and remember, your small act of kindness could change someone's entire world.